Enthymemes are a common form of argument. Essentially, an enthymeme is a syllogism or argument where a premise or the conclusion is unexpressed. In order to understand an enthymeme, we must first understand syllogisms. Syllogism consists of three individual parts: premise 1 and premise 2 equal a conclusion. One basic example of syllogisms is the following. Premise 1 states that Brian is allergic to cats. Premise 2 states that Alex owns a cat. Therefore, the logical conclusion would be that Brian is allergic to Alex's cat. The following is a common structure of enthymemes. It includes premise 1 along with an unstated premise equaling one conclusion. Following is an example of an enthymeme. Obama is a socialist because he favors free health care for all. The conclusion of this argument is that Obama is a socialist. The premise that is given is that he favors free health care for all. The unstated premise of this argument is that socialists are in favor of free health care. The image depicts a muscular man riding a horse on a beach, holding up a bottle of Old Spice with text reading, "Smell like a man, man," by Old Spice. One unstated premise is that whoever uses Old Spice will become like the man depicted in the advertisement. Another premise is that smelling like a man is good, and that only Old Spice can make you smell like a man. Enthymemes can be broken down into two categories: naturalistic and unnaturalistic. Naturalistic enthymeme photos are assumed to be real or true until there is reason not to believe otherwise. The audience, therefore, provides their own premise to support the authenticity of the photo. This image of men and women dancing in 1941 is an example of a naturalistic enthymeme because we can assume what is being shown really happened. It was taken in 1941, and the photographer did not manipulate the scene for this image. We can assume the men in uniform are soldiers. They are having fun dancing with the women, so we can conclude soldiers dance with women to have fun when they are not fighting at war. Of course, there are a number of assumptions that could be made, and all could lead to new conclusions. This is one of the benefits of visual enthymemes. Though visual enthymemes can be beneficial, they are known to have biological and technical problems. The biological problem, known as eye versus camera, could be an issue in this photograph because if we were actually there watching the dancing, we would see the crowd in a different light, color, and sharpness. The technical problem in this photograph is minimal due to the year it was taken, but the photographer framed the two dancing in the center. There's obviously much more going on in the venue than the two people in the center. This image could have been staged, but since it was taken before the digital era, it is easier to believe what we see. Unnaturalistic enthymemes work in an opposite manner of naturalistic enthymemes, in that the audience assumes the image is false or tampered with unless proven otherwise. Here is a portrait of a West Virginia coal miner in 1938. As an audience, we question its credibility because of an obvious backdrop. This is a great example of an unnaturalistic enthymeme. We are encouraged to think this man is a coal miner. Coal miners are unhappy, so this man must be unhappy. But we honestly have no idea what is going on around this coal miner. This photograph forces us, with or without context, to question if it is perhaps staged or in any way unnatural.